Hello and welcome to the Nonsense Chronicles. This is Doug Sashery, and as always, I am joined by
Rob Mediola.
That's right. Rob is struggling vocally
A little
today.
bit, yeah.
Yeah,
I got the producer bringing me some cough drops, hopefully.
that's right.
That might help a little bit.
That's right. Do you do what the singers use? They use a lot of them use Fisherman's Friend.
I've never heard that.
Yeah. Well,
They're gross.
yeah,
They're gross.
That's why. Hey, it doesn't. It doesn't matter as long as it does its job, and as long as I don't have to do it. So I don't care.
This might help.
Yeah. We'll get there, man. Man, it's like I said,
Man, it's a beautiful Saturday today
it is a beautiful
out here in
Saturday.
the studio.
No
But we
cl-
got people calling in today, all the way from.
They are calling from Nashville, man, but
Man.
they're from Arizona, so they may have had to rig their phone line all the way.
Not as hot as Nashville, probably.
No, Nashville hot, dude. Haven't you heard of Nashville hot before? That's chicken though.
Oh,
Hattie B's. But
Okay.
anyhow, yeah. Today
Hattie B's.
Hattie B's. Today we are talking with the guys in Arsenic Kitchen. Hello, fellas.
Hello. Great to be
and,
here.
and you're our band, and I thought y'all were a chef we were having today.
Yeah, well, there's kind of a tie-in, but yeah, Rob thought that, and I was like, man,
I heard kitchen, I got hungry.
I mean, you get all these names, but you can't. I don't think you can. I still don't think you can open up a restaurant and call it Arsenic Kitchen.
Why not?
Because one bad thing goes wrong, man, and that's anyhow. Guys, introduce yourself. Who am I talking to today with Arsenic Kitchen?
Hey, I'm Lucas. I'm the vocalist for Arsenic Kitchen, and I got two boys here.
I am Jonathan, and I play drums in Arsenic Kitchen.
And I'm Blake. I'm the guitarist.
Hello, gentlemen, and welcome aboard.
So
man.
is it three-piece?
It's a.
It is. We have. I'm also the bassist on all the albums, but we have a session guy live, and we are currently looking for a permanent person.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, wait a minute, did he tell me? I thought that they might have had that set up when we were in Arizona, because these guys recently moved from the Phoenix area over to Nashville, and I'm assuming that was part of the issue. Is like, not everybody can make that move. Sometimes.
And y'all made that move purely for music purposes?
We did, yeah. We made the move because we were recording an album here in Nashville, and we kind of just fell in love with it.
Wow.
And there's a lot over on the East. We've made some good connections in the West, and we love it a lot. But we are ready to be over here.
Yeah, man. Well, wait,
In the business.
Yeah, who are y'all working with in Nashville, man?
So we recorded the upcoming album at Blackbird Studios with a guy named Nate Yarborough.
Okay. I'm trying to remember that name.
And
sounds familiar.
our producer that does all of our mixing and mastering, he still lives in Arizona. His name is Matt Good.
Okay. Is Matt
And
good?
he's fantastic.
Is he?
Yeah.
He is
Matt
definitely
good.
He's Matt
He's
fantastic.
great.
That's good,
He
man.
is. He's Matt Great.
Hey, these guys are very solid. When you see him in one of our mutual friends, I saw him when I was touring with Scotty. And
Okay.
and Scotty was telling me, he goes, man, these guys are really good, and the singer sounds fantastic. Scotty told me Scotty or one of the other guys told me he was a little shy with his stage presence, but you would never know it in singing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I told him he needed to get up there and maybe do some cartwheels on stage, and but they are very good. They were playing. They had some really. We had some fun on that show, on that tour, and they had some good bands that played. There's another band based out of there. It was a band that was there out of at the Redlands show that was really good, and we've tried to line up. We haven't been able to line up times yet on the podcast, but they were very good too, man. But guys, how long have y'all been at this, man?
Oh man, it's been
It's about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. Like, we didn't have a drummer there for a minute. Luckily, we found Jonathan. And, yeah, we've been just kind of, like, ever since the pandemic, kind of working our butts off,
yeah. COVID kind of gave us a kickstart to, life's too short. We might as well do this now.
Yeah, that's right, man. If you
Yeah.
could either do it, get in, go all in, man. You saw the Scotty method on how they run theirs, man, and Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun to be out on the road with all those guys.
Yeah, it was, man.
Scotty's fun though.
Yeah,
He's a good guy. He's
Mm-hmm.
very, very energetic, very positive all the time.
Yeah.
I like that.
And we went to this place, and I'm talking about it again. I think was it called the JD Distillery or J something Distillery? I can't remember the.
Was it J.R. Riley?
JD. So
Yeah, Riley,
distilleries.
J. Riley in Redlands, California. It's just a beautiful.
That place was amazing.
Yeah, it is. And then the guy at the end of the evening showed us the setup and stuff and how he did everything. Man, it was just fantastic. In fact, I think I'll see him. I think he said because he wants to go to the whiskey show next month. And man, fantastic venue, man. And these guys did fantastic out there. And so you moved to Nashville, and have y'all been out playing in that area? What y'all? In fact, I haven't followed that on what y'all have done. Have y'all been go out and playing some shows in the Nashville area or in Tennessee?
Yeah, we played a few shows here just nearby, and then we actually just got off of a tour where we were playing like the some of the Midwest, and then we went to the Northeast and played some shows up there for the first time. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Our first actual Nashville show was actually with Scotty.
Hmm.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Wait. Was I at that show?
I don't believe so. It wasn't part of one of the tours. It was kind of like a one-off. It was at the Vinyl Lounge.
No, I was there. That was Rick Monroe.
Were you really?
Yeah, Rick Monroe was there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, and the reason why I know
That's what
was
we might have next on.
yeah. And in fact, I know I was there because I remember somebody made the comment on how much 2 drinks cost. Yeah, I remember. I was there.
It's
man.
a real nice place.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there that night, though, from different people in Nashville. I knew that just showed up. So yeah,
Okay.
I forgot. God, thanks guys for noticing I was even there.
Shit, man.
I don't know how you missed him.
It's been a jumble of a summer, you know.
It has been. I admit that too. I couldn't even remember. Was that show before? Yeah, that show was before Out West, wasn't it?
Was it
I
really?
think so.
It was. Yeah, that was before the. So we probably didn't
Yeah, well-
interact a whole lot.
Yeah, that's right. So
And musicians on your play day, it's such it's a weird mind space that you're in.
yeah. Hey,
For me anyway. So
I helped people carry stuff out of that back room that night. So yeah,
did you?
I did.
I'm sure they appreciated it.
I did. Well, I think the temperature in that back room.
Oh, yeah.
Was it No, did something stink in there, or was it 150 degrees? I can't remember. It was one.
Yeah, it was toasty
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, yeah. So
because our staging area, like right past the green room, was
Yeah.
not air conditioned.
that's
Wow.
what it was. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, the place, the setup is really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
But before you go on, you're dying to get your stuff together.
yeah, and
That's not fun.
Oh yeah,
you unload past the stage the setup is really nice as far as pretty easy to get stuff from the
Yeah.
stage to the where your staging area is, and but yeah, it was quite a temperature difference
South,
in that
man.
back room. Yeah, yeah, it was, man. But yeah, that's
cooled
good.
off now quite a bit.
But
So-
y'all from Arizona. You also be used to the heat, though.
Oh yeah, no. So this is a godsend for us.
Yeah. That's like 30 degrees difference, probably.
Yeah, and there will actually be there will be different seasons there. So yeah,
Yeah.
You will notice that too. Now, how long you've? I'm trying to think. Do y'all have anything? Y'all do have stuff out right now already online, right?
Oh, a bunch of stuff everywhere. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure that I tuned in it before. Yeah, because I knew it was coming. I usually try and ready myself before any show and listen
Yeah.
to whoever's going to be on that set, so I know what I'm talking about. But apparently not before our podcast, though. So that's
Yeah.
that's how that goes. But and your music can be found anywhere from Spotify, Apple, all that kind of fun stuff.
Yes, sir. We have a bunch of stuff out on all the streaming platforms and a bunch of really fun music videos.
Oh, cool.
And another song coming up in just a couple weeks.
Nice.
Good deal, man. And let me ask you this: what started music for y'all? Each of y'all. What headline? What pushed you into music, man?
I'll let Lucas tell you first.
I actually wasn't planning on being a singer or anything like that. I originally worked on electronic stuff and was trying to get into the music scene in some way or another, whether it was going to be DJing or whatever it may be at the time. But I basically met Blake by chance. I had an old roommate that I just needed to get away from, I guess, and he actually was going to audition my roommate to be in a different project, and so when that didn't work out, he asked if I knew anybody that sang, and I said no. And he said, well, can you try out, or can you, try to do this? And I said, yeah, I'll try it out. And he liked it. He convinced me to, be a singer. So ever since then, that's kind of been
my God,
my thing, and just trying to hone my instrument, trying to get better and better at it. So
awesome.
Performing live and all that stuff is kind of like, it's still a little bit new to me, but I am getting so comfortable with these guys on stage. So
wow, man.
yeah, wasn't planning on it.
Well, you know what?
That's a cool story.
Then that explains a lot then, man. Let me tell you, you have a great voice and you can be very confident in that, man. That you can take it from there and go with everything else. So no wonder, man. That explains a lot. Man, that is a lot. That is a bare bone.
The confidence comes from knowing that you're going to deliver what you're doing.
Yeah,
that's most of it, really.
Yeah, you got that down, man. Don't worry about that, man. You're doing a great job of that. That's not an issue at all.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that.
See, now I know backstories that just making him feel bad, which I like to do, apparently. And but that's fantastic, dude. God,
that is cool.
Yeah, because I never hear that shit. Usually somebody's been doing this shit forever.
Yeah.
And you never hear
I mean, like, I sang here and there growing up for sure, but, like, it never was a serious thing. Like, I used to walk, like, 8 miles to school, basically, and I...
uphill both ways.
Yeah. I say, okay, Grandpa. Okay, Grandpa, nice
and,
story.
While walking and stuff, I would just listen to music and kind of sing to myself. So, like, I guess... I had it in me somewhere.
Yeah.
I just never thought to actually jump at the vocalist thing. So, yeah. But
Well,
I'll let
cool.
Jonathan take it away here.
That's fantastic, dude.
Yeah. So, me, for drums, I've been playing drums for about 10 years now. So I was like 12 to 13 when I started. And I don't really know what prompted me to start, honestly. My mom asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and something inside me was like, I should get a drum set. I should try and learn drums just for fun. And it was a great choice because I fell in love with it. And, I got lessons weekly and kept at it. And at some point, probably around like high school, I decided I think I want to do this full time for a living. So I kind of dropped everything else. And, I went to college for a year and dropped that too to pursue this. But over the years, I've been in like, I don't even know how many bands. I've been in all
At least 10.
Probably.
Try them all.
That's not.
I've been in.
That's good because you
so
probably
many
learned a
different
lot.
bands.
You probably learned a lot of different styles and stuff.
That's a good thing, man. Like that's it's no
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I have some different posters back in the day when bands used to actually poster before there was everything online now, and I have some of them framed in some really nice frames around my house, and I had a guy as a singer, and he came over to my house one day, and he was like, "Hey, I was in that band." Then later on, he was in another part of the room. There was another poster, and he said, "I was in that band." And then he did the same thing in another. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man! How many bands did you sing for?
It's a band thing for sure.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. So
It's a drummer.
Yeah.
it's funny, like I had never met him until like he got to. Well, now I'd probably say like 2 bands ago. Yeah. So
And drummers are so hard to find. So if one comes up, man, you get snatched quick.
yeah, that is true. Because when we used to jam in the garage, and man, there was everybody and his brother had a guitar.
Oh yeah, everybody wants to be the guitarist,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, and then eventually I got drums because we needed somebody to play the drums, and then so the drummer and vocals, usually who wants to stand up and actually do that duty,
But man, when you find that drummer that you like, man, it's hard to get away from him.
yeah.
Drummer and vocals are definitely the most defining parts. But if
Absolutely.
you want to be a valuable member of the music world, you learn drums or bass. And
Yeah.
if you're good at either of those things, people are going to hold on to you like crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like the left-handed pitcher in baseball. Yeah.
I've been playing with the same bass players since the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. And drummer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep what you got, man.
Yeah.
God damn, man. Yeah, so that's good, especially that you were you got in on the lessons. You know, so many of us when I was growing up, you know, like doing piano lessons.
we all
I'm
learned.
like, I don't want to do piano lessons now.
Yeah.
If you ask me now, I'm like, damn, boy, that would have been nice.
Yeah, now I want piano lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
no, I know what
Do you play
lessons aren't for everyone, but I don't know. I found lessons pretty useful over the years.
Oh, I'm sure.
I've had some really great teachers.
you play a big kit or a kind of simple 5-piece type or
Definitely a big kit. I mean, I'm
Half and half.
I'm fine rocking a small kit because I play at my local church, and all the kits they
cool.
have there are like four-piece kits, like 2 cymbals. So
yeah.
I've gotten used to playing small kits, but in this band for sure, I've maximized the amount of drums and cymbals I can have. I must have like 10, 12 cymbals.
Wow.
So you can see the stress
Cool.
on the sound guys' faces when we set up our cymbals.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
that's a few coins there, man. That's
Yeah, expensive for sure.
you know, I don't know what costs more, the cymbals or the stands, man. They, you know, just putting those parts together.
Definitely the cymbals, I think.
Yeah, no, but the
Definitely-
stand.
Yeah.
the stands get
Oh,
kind of
cymbal-
pricey after, you know, the good ones get kind of pricey
Yeah.
after a while, you know, but
Drums are expensive no matter what.
yeah, I mean they are.
The thing is, you don't break stands.
That's true, yeah.
No, that's the good thing about those things, man. They
If you buy a good stand, it'll last you forever.
and drummers are really usually pretty particular about their drums. Like I said, I've only known one drummer, and he happens to be one of the best drummers that I actually know. And he actually would. I can remember earlier days with smaller bands, he would just basically throw his stuff in his trunk. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, just because knowing how many drummers are very acute to anything but being touched on their drums, man.
Yep. I don't blame them. They're expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Yep.
but that's good too. And in the church background too, we run across quite a bit of that. So that's
The church is pumping out a lot of great music. That's all I'd say.
it is, man. You know, I didn't go to any of those
They're good
churches.
songwriters.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the best drummers I know come from a church background.
Yeah.
It's not quite as easy as it looks sometimes.
I think they learn how to
It's
play
great.
like to the room too, you know.
Yeah, and I think
And that's important.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think that's very important, man. And you need that skill set, man. A little different influences. You know, Neil Peart did so much training on jazz and everything else over the years, man. Watching that guy develop, and I don't think you can ever learn enough on drums, on styles, and it's just so smart to do, man. That's pretty good, man. And what about
I think if you're a musician, you're doing yourself a disservice by not learning different genres.
Right. Absolutely. I agree.
I agree. Yeah.
100%.
I've gotten so much songwriting insight from pretty much every genre except metal and rock, you know?
Yeah, and they've basically all been birthed from rhythm and blues or jazz, or I mean it's all of that, especially jazz. This is a lot.
This past week I downloaded Bad Bunny. I never know if y'all ever heard of him.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't do it. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know what it is about. It's different. It was very different, but I wanted to try it.
Very.
It's very, very different.
It is very
And
different.
it's all Spanish. Like can't understand it, but
No, I mean
the music was just so different.
Well, look, every once in a while we have to step outside our music comfort zone. You know what?
But I like learning from other
Yeah.
genres too.
Look, I used to never listen to any country whatsoever. Now, I mean,
But
I
you
would
did
listen,
this weekend.
Yeah, well, I would listen to the old stuff, and then and Johnny Cash, which I didn't consider country, I considered him Johnny
in the
Cash.
south, you had to listen to country.
Yeah,
because everywhere.
So yeah, and this week I went a far beyond, far beyond our comfort zone. I did a Baroque country show. I did I met somebody reached out to me from Luke Bryant's camp, and I was backstage for that show in Lafayette, Louisiana this past week. And man, let me tell you, excuse me, he's the his setup is basically he is the Metallica of country music, man. Oh my God,
it's a big show.
Yeah, and when I say that, I mean 125 people on crew. God knows how many trucks. Live Nation's top director of sales and stuff. He's there with his own 4 buses. I mean, it was the most insane.
Living the dream, though.
Yeah, but most insane yet very highly organized team. One I've ever run across, man. I couldn't believe it, man. It was a great experience, but it's one that I thought I would have never stepped into.
That's why they're successful, though.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. But that just goes that was a veer off into outside your comfort level.
So next we have Blake.
Yeah, but he goes by he goes by multiple names, so you never know which one you're catching, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the personalities.
Yeah.
Yes,
nothing wrong with that.
Tell us, man. Give us some backstory.
Extra.
Yeah. So I have wanted to be a musician since one of my first memories ever was watching Phil Collins and Eric Clapton concert on pay-per-view when I was like 4 years old. And the next night we watched a Styx and REO Speedwagon concert, and both of those shows I was like, I want to do this.
Yeah,
this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I used to make little paper guitars out of like construction paper, like different colors. I'd tape and glue everything together and little string and all that stuff. And I would, and when I turned 14, my dad bought me a Flying V guitar, a Jackson.
Nice.
That was the first guitar I ever actually owned. And it's always been a part of me, and it's always been the thing I wanted, Yeah. I was a touring musician for a little while when I was younger, and then, the band kind of imploded because both of the singers couldn't get along with each other.
We've never seen band drama. That's never happened, man.
No, ever.
Crazy, right? Yeah. No, the band broke up over $50.
Oh my
Good
God,
Lord,
that's so terrible.
Amazing. When I was 19 years old, and I was like, man, this is where the rest of my life is going to go. And they broke up because they couldn't decide how to split up $50.
Jesus, man. Yeah, that's nothing new, but that's a unique story in itself.
That's a maturity problem, really.
Yeah,
right. Absolute divas.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny you mentioned Flying V. The guy who invited me to the show the other day. He shout out to Big D with Luke Bryan. But he's the guitar tech, and he's got all these banjos and mandolin. Man, like let me tell you what, that band. Tight, man. All those guys.
They're all pros.
Yeah. And in fact, Scott Wilson messaged me and goes, man, I wish I would have known you there. The drummer's one of my best friends. I'm like, man, he was tight. I had my eyes on him and and one of the 50 guitarists on the one that was switching between the mandolin and the guitar and the banjo. I was like, my God. But yeah, one of them, he had a Flying V. I'm like, wait a minute, man. That's not for country music. You can't bring that on stage. Yeah, but
you can't do that.
Yeah, so that exactly was my thought. So when you said Flying V, it just triggered that memory. I'm sorry, man. I had to interrupt and just.
I mean, the Gibson Flying V is one of the most iconic. V's out there.
But yeah, I saw that and I was like,
for sure.
That's the first thing I thought about. I was like, wait a minute, man, this is not right.
So
Stop
Blake,
the show.
So Blake was playing. You were playing metal. Did you start in metal or?
No, actually, I started. When I started playing guitar, I had fallen in love with Metallica.
Okay.
And so
that's
the
metal.
first song I ever learned was One.
Yeah.
Yeah, we accept that.
That's acceptable for metal.
Yeah. So that's the.
Yeah, for sure.
The song you learned. The song you learned was One.
Yeah, the first song I ever learned all the way through was One by Metallica.
Yeah, mine was
and
For Whom the Bell Tolls. Yeah, so good job, man.
Nice, that's awesome. But the first band that I was in was not metal. I played I played in a few cover bands, and I played blues for the first probably like 3 or 4 years of my music career, because it was as a teenager and a younger adult, it was what paid the bills.
You could make money
or,
off of it.
You know, what people wanted to hear, I should say. I wasn't necessarily paying the bills, but
but you weren't you wouldn't make very much in metal back in the day.
No, but I think that's
no. It wasn't until I was a little bit older that I joined a pop punk band, and that's when we started touring, and that was the one that broke up.
Wow.
Did you?
But yeah, so I started in blues, and it definitely influenced a lot of my songwriting now. And I've always been a fan of. I was in theater for a long time. I've always been a fan of musicals and like movie soundtracks and stuff. So pretty much when I said like everything except metal is what's influenced my songwriting, it definitely. I appreciate the songwriting of every single genre.
That's cool.
So I've
blues is a good bass anyway.
Genre wise.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it is. Yeah,
that definitely blues.
It's a good boundary.
That probably was a very smart, even though it probably wasn't picked. It might not have been picked on purpose, but that probably was a very good choice to make early on.
So much music you can listen to, and it's like you hear all the blues in it.
Yeah, well, just think of anything. Now, God forbid, the youth y'all are, but just think of anything. And it was right before my time. Just think of anything created in rock and roll and where it came from, and you'll find blues. So, yeah, that's
right. And I mean, my favorite guitarists are Eric Clapton and B.B. King and Kirk Hammett. Wow. And they all, Eric Clapton and B.B. King obviously are blues, and then Kirk Hammett, everything he does is based in traditional blues scales and
Right.
I like the idea of, I've never considered myself like a shredder or even really, I'm a songwriter before I'm a guitarist, and
that's cool.
I think that it's beautiful how blues players focus more on the feel and the melody than they do being technically impressive.
Yeah, it's more about
and
phrasing.
I think that's the most important thing about music.
Yeah, like the phrasing in your notes and stuff.
Yeah. The David Gilmour approach, I guess.
Yeah.
Very much so, man.
That's nice. I enjoy that style more nowadays too.
Yeah, Rob's got a tattoo on his arm, and I swear to God, I thought it was.
They're the inlays for the Paul Reed Smith Custom 22 I played.
Yeah, I'll have to send you a picture of that. In fact, for the longest time, I had no clue, obviously, what it was, and I thought it was Crow and the Butterfly from Shinedown that was on his arm. That's what I thought. It's
the bird inlays on the Paul Reed Smith.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was at first, man. But yeah, he had to tell me that.
Which is weird because my go-to guitar is my Stratocaster. I play that more than anything.
Yeah, but you got that on your arm, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, that's awesome, man. That's a good way to.
So what guitar do you play now mostly? What'd you go to?
I play Agiles. I have a bunch of them.
Okay.
And they're not super known, but I was turned on to them when I was a lot younger. And I fell in love with them.
If it works, man. If it feels good, that's all that matters.
Yeah, no. They don't make them a whole lot anymore because COVID kind of decimated the factory. It definitely, they had to lay a lot of people off, and they're a German company. So a lot of their American sales dropped, I think, too. But every time I see one out in the wild, I have to buy it.
Okay. Do you stick with the standard pickups, or do you mod them out?
So a lot of the ones that I've bought recently have been from, people that also collect them, and they've done a decent amount of like aftermarket stuff.
Yeah.
But I always try to put different pickups in. I really love DiMarzio's.
Okay.
And for like passive pickups, and I really love Fishman's for actives, and a lot of the lower stuff that we do on like the baritones that I have and the 7-string is, it requires that like a little bit more power than something like a DiMarzio, like a passive pickup offers.
Yeah.
And Fishman's are just so strong.
Yeah, on my 7-string, I run the Crunch Lab and the Liquefier, like the John Petrucci setup. And they're passive, and they sound really good. Just hot enough, not like an EMG, They're perfect.
Right, and I like that. It's
it keeps your sound real clear.
I use a Helix.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, that's That's really important to me. Is the biggest thing for me is the sustain and the high end, because a lot of pickups, don't offer that.
Yeah, with the helix and the passive, you still have the attack, but you still retain that clarity, and it's just an amazing tone. Yeah,
for sure.
Well, what's next with y'all, man?
Oh, we got a lot of stuff planned right now. Not a whole lot that we can talk about, but we obviously do have that new song coming out in a few weeks. That's a part of the EP that we are about to release as well.
You have a name for that?
It's like a little. Yeah, it's the EP is called Handbook for the Recently Deceased, and that's a direct reference to Beetlejuice. Yes.
Okay.
And tell a story that is heavily inspired by Tim Burton films in this whole EP, and it's kind of like a mix of our own interpretations of some stories that we made, but also having some like direct influence from some of these movies that we were trying to write about. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fun one. We have like a little story that goes along with it. We already have one song out called If Only. That's like the start of the story, or it's the first one we released. It's not necessarily the start, but that's all I'll say about it so far.
The first installment of the short film that will be released when the album comes out.
Yes.
Nice. So making it almost like a score.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it will, it doesn't have a whole lot of songs on it, but it's definitely, it's the thing that I have personally put the most of my heart in so far.
Cool.
And we're all extremely proud of.
Mm-hmm.
The song that when whoever you are listening to this, you will have heard before, that's coming out in a few weeks, is called Devil's Advocate. And that'll be the second part in the trilogy.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Now, what one thing we always ask for, is how can people find your band, man? What's the socials and all that kind of stuff?
We're on everything as just Arsenic Kitchen, or at Arsenic Kitchen. We also have a website that has a lot of information on like what we're doing next. It has a lot of like things to basically, if you want to find all of our socials or our music, you can find it directly from the website. But we got a lot of media on there. We got all of our music videos on there as well. So I would recommend anyone check out the website, or of course, just look us up at just our name, Arsenic Kitchen, all one word on every platform. So.
Do y'all have a manager? Do y'all do booking yourselves? How do y'all kind of manage all that?
We currently do all of our, we're currently doing most of our booking ourselves, but we do have a manager who works for Silvertone Publicity.
Okay.
And that is also in our bio if anybody is interested in booking us.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. And I did meet somebody that was selling their merch that night.
You did?
Remember. Yeah, so I can't remember who, what, why, or when, but
got to sell that merch.
Sell that merch, man. They do have unique merch as far as shirts and stuff. So, yeah, check that out. And also, you got to give us the background of the name Arsenic Kitchen, man. Y'all did tell me before, but tell all the listeners, man.
Yeah. So it's definitely not crazy or deep or anything. It was that I was high in a hammock and I blurted out a name. That's pretty much
how it happened.
The extent of it.
That was some good stuff then.
wasn't somebody a cook or something, or?
So I'm a chef. I've been cooking since I was a little kid.
Oh, wow.
And I was a professional chef for 12 years.
See, that's what it was. That's
okay.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. But ironically enough, it has nothing to do with the name.
But it does, though. It sounds like it does.
I mean, it gives it some sort of meaning. Like
yeah,
that,
I think it totally does.
But,
Yeah, I remember him telling me that because somebody had mentioned something to me, and I was like, wait a minute. Because obviously foodie.
Yeah, we used to joke around a lot that we might turn our little road case that we roll onto stage into like a fridge so that whenever it opens up, you can see like condiments and stuff in it or something.
Nice.
Guys, all that I ask is you pack that little green can. That's all I want. That's all I want.
Oh, you know it.
That's all I want.
It's in the pantry right now.
Yeah, that night we were at the J. Riley distillery. I dropped a bunch of packets on all of them. I think that's what I did have on me on that road trip. And I passed that out because the food was pretty good over there. I just had to add a little dash or something to it. But Yeah,
I love
It does. It makes those fries just even better.
that's right. That's what they were eating. Yeah, because I was kind of, man, it looks good, but I can't have it. But
well, man, you guys sound pretty talented, man. So I look forward to hearing your music.
yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah, don't be shy, man. You got a great gift and a voice, man. Just take it and keep on rolling, man. Y'all are early birds on this journey, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's only gonna get better and better. So
Yeah.
All right, man. The Arsenic Kitchen, thank you for joining us
Yes.
today. And guys, please check out their socials and their website. And like I said, you can find merch there, and I'm sure they have it wherever they're playing shows that you can find them. But
Buy it.
guys, we appreciate you joining us today, and please like and subscribe their stuff, and as well as our podcast. And we are out of here.
Later.